Well, there appears tonight to be a light at the end of the tunnel in the long strike at Bessemer's Trinity Industries. The 7-month strike has often sparked violence, but Bessemer Mayor Quitman Mitchell seems to be pulling the two sides together in an effort to keep the plant from closing. A Texas man is convicted in the so-called condom rape trial. An Austin jury found Yoel Valdez guilty of assaulting a woman at knife point. At the time of the rape, the victim asked the rapist to use a condom. Defense lawyers claim that meant that the woman consented to have sex. The woman says she was scared of getting AIDS. The jury will return tomorrow for sentencing. If Valdez gets the max, it could be life in prison. A senior citizen in Florida says enough is enough. Meet 84-year-old Ethel Richardson. She shot the man who took her food stamps. Miss Richardson says that neighbor Leroy Howard had stolen from her many times, and she says this time he also threatened to hit her, so she shot him. The food stamp thief is in fair condition tonight. No charges have been filed against Miss Richardson. Ahead on 13 News, meteorologist Jerry Tracy says things may look a little dreary right now.
But it's looking up for a great weekend. The forecast is next. I just want to focus on the weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't want to worry about my tan come Saturday.
Well, Friday won't be too bad. In this case, we don't have to jump ahead a day. It looks like it'll be nice the next several days. Really good stuff.
Hey,
sounds good. Continue.
Okay.
William Axon Jackson in tonight for Ken Lass, and he's going to talk about Dub Bulls tonight.
The Bulls look mighty tough.
Yeah,
right?
They were mad tonight.
Undefeatable, right? I'm telling you, make up words with the Bulls. They're so good these days. Good evening to you. If there's any doubt as to what Malmore, but Balmore wins that one. So kudos to all tonight.
And our own Ken Lass there in his tuxedo.
Ken had the tux on.
What did he do? Was he emceeing or something? There?
Well, he was giving away one of the awards. So he was one of the presenters tonight. So Ken, he always says he doesn't want to put the tuxedo on, but once he gets it on, he starts kind of moving in a different way.
Looking marvelous.
He walks a little differently. He puts it on, doesn't he?
Most definitely.
And we better shut up before he hears us, right? Thank you.
All right.
You better be careful where you dip your toes if you're in Maryland.
We're going to tell you why. That's next on Alabama's 13 News Tonight. Next, Terry, finally tonight, a Maryland fishing pond becomes piranha-free. At least that's what wildlife authorities think. Last weekend, this 8-year-old boy caught an 11-inch piranha. And since then, there have been unconfirmed reports of other piranha being caught. So today, crews from the Department of Natural Resources used some special boats to send a mild shock through the water. The stunned fish rose to the surface. None of them piranha.
However,
authorities believe the man-eating fish came from someone's aquarium. That's what they believe. But do you believe that?
I wouldn't be putting my feet in that water, not yet. That's our news for this evening. We do thank you for joining us.
13 News continues overnight with Kim Blake and NBC News Nightside. Cheers is next. Have a good night.
Right now.
June of 1992, skinheads march in Birmingham. Many of the participants are high school dropouts looking for a place to belong. They find camaraderie in the Aryan National Front and Confederate Hammer skinheads. Both preach hatred for Jews and blacks. At the height of their movement in Birmingham last year, there were approximately 150 members. A group that monitors hate crimes in the state says there were 17 such crimes reported in Alabama in 1991, ranging from murder to intimidation. This skinhead told me he doesn't hate anyone, but readily admits he's a racist.
You know, I am a racist. You know, I dislike minorities. You know, I don't hate them, but, you know, I don't want to live with them either.
Skinheads recruit by passing out hate literature. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms spearheaded an investigation that broke the back of the white supremacist movement in the Birmingham area. The first to fall, Bill Riccio, self-proclaimed leader of the Aryan National Front.
White power.
Then the arrest of 2 skinheads accused of murdering a homeless black man.
We targeted the leadership primarily because we felt that by removing the leaders that would disperse the organization completely.
You may notice right now that it is already Tuesday here in Saudi Arabia. It's daylight here. We're 9 hours ahead of you. So this is actually Tuesday morning, 1 week to go before that deadline. What I have seen here, Pam and Phil, is a massive military buildup. It's the largest that I have ever seen, and my guide, Lieutenant Colonel Jay Kelly from the Alabama Guard Unit in Montgomery, has been with me. He served in Vietnam, and he too says that this is the biggest military operation that he's ever seen. This is a road to Kuwait, and it is bumper-to-bumper traffic, and the traffic is entirely military. Here you see tanks on the way to the front staging area. These tanks are from the 1st Armored Division, moved to Operation Desert Shield from Germany. In all, soon, over 3,000 tanks will be in position. Supporting those combat forces will be members of various Alabama Guard units. Here, the 123rd Supply and Service Company out of Goodwater is digging in. And when I say digging in, I mean digging in. You've heard the saying that the line has been drawn in the sand. Well, here's one of the actual lines. This has been drawn up here around this compound to protect it in case the Iraqis ever got this far. About every 50 feet or so, you will find a sand bunker such as this one. Just one of the services provided by the 123rd is shower units. Hot showers are set up here in the middle of the desert. About 800 bathe here every day. Needless to say that this unit is definitely in the danger zone if war breaks out. The 15th deadline is rapidly approaching, and most people I talked with here are anxious for it to get here and some kind of resolution made. General George Patton once said that war is hell, and certainly no one we spoke with here in Saudi Arabia wants war. The Alabama Guard members I talked to, for the most part, are extremely patriotic. They hope that there will be a resolution before the 15th deadline so that they can just pack up their gear and go home. But they also realize that they could be in a shooting war very soon. And they are prepared for that, or as prepared as you can be, in a situation that most of them have never experienced. They don't want to be here. It's hot most of the time. It's very cold at night now. They miss their families, their friends, and their jobs. But for the moment, they have an important job to do right here. They wait. They wait patiently here in the scorching sand, 8,788 miles from their home, sweet Alabama. And they appreciate our prayers and our support. I'm Gene Lively, TV 13 News, reporting from the Persian Gulf. Good night.